What's going on, guys? It's your boy LQ, Mr. Real Deal Fantasy HQ, bringing you the heat for NFT drafters, the new way to change the future of fantasy football and how it's played on a DFS format. So make sure you guys check out the website, open up your packs, and get those banger cards. But today, I got fades for you guys, some cards that you want to avoid playing for week one. Right now, I got 4 guys that you need to be avoiding to play this week. So please stay tuned for the great heat coming in right now. So for my first guy, I got as an avoid, which is not a value pick here. This is overpriced. Houston Texans quarterback 1, 17 points value. It is Tyrod Taylor versus the Jaguars. Overall, this team does not look good on paper. The offense does not look like it's going to be appealing to play. You're going to be struggling with Tyrod Taylor this week going against the Jags in week 1. I do not think they have enough pass catchers to make Tyrod Taylor, relevant to put up points on the board. I don't think Tyrod Taylor will be able to help you guys win your matchups this week. I don't think Tyrod Taylor should be even on the radar for anybody to be playing. So he is a must fade. Definitely avoid him. I'm not feeling too great about Tyrod Taylor and the Houston Texans moving forward in this season. But there are some players on there that could have some big weeks and have some points on the board. But Tyrod Taylor just doesn't make me excited to be playing this week. This is an obvious fade. Next up, you got number 1 quarterback, Andy Dalton versus the Rams this week. This is not a great matchup. You should be avoiding this. This is on prime time. He is not a card that I even want to value in any kind of way. With him being valued at 16 points, it's almost like a guaranteed this is not the smash play this week. The Rams are going to be bringing the heat. Aaron Donald's looking for blood. It's week 1 prime time. The Rams are going to be putting that pressure on. Andy Dalton is not a mobile quarterback. Now, at some point, as a bold prediction, we might end up even seeing Justin Fields on the field at some point. Andy Dalton will not be the number 1 quarterback for the Bears this entire season. That is definitely locked in. So he is definitely a fade for this week 1 matchup because it's not going to be pretty. Next up, I got Chase Edmonds versus the Tennessee Titans, the number 1 Arizona running back. I definitely got him as a fade. Tennessee plays against the run pretty tough, and Chase Edmonds isn't a guy I see getting the job done on the ground. He's not much of the pure runner there. I think James Conner has that role locked up. And then when it comes to the red zone for guys who are going to be able to score and put the points on the board, meaning the touchdowns that we all like, I don't see Chase Edmonds filling that role. James Conner can definitely be that role as the red zone back. He could be the goal line back as well. Chase Edmonds, when he was able to have the full workload at some point against Miami last season, he had 25 carries and did not get the job done. Very underwhelming points. He's not a guy that's going to be able to help you guys win your weeks. So Chase Edmonds against the Tennessee Titans in week 1 is a clear fade. You don't even need to have him on your radar. Do not play this card this week. This is not what we need to do this week. Now, next up, my last fade card of the week is Curtis Samuel against the LA Chargers. Now, this is going to be a tough matchup for Curtis Samuel to be able to put up any points. He's the number 2 wide receiver on the team for 8 points valued at on the card points. I definitely don't think this will be something you guys want to plug and play this week. I definitely think he's still dealing with some type of injury with the groin that he will probably be eased into the game, into the incoming weeks. I don't think it'll be something we could see Curtis Samuel making an impact on that game or any type of impact for the next coming weeks with this groin injury that's probably lingering. So with him missing camp, with him missing the entire preseason, not having that much connection with the offense and the number 1 quarterback for the Washington football team, Ryan Fitzpatrick, that's definitely a fade for me. That doesn't seem like a good play this week. I definitely think Curtis Samuel will be struggling in week 1 against a very studded Chargers defense. Their Brandon Staley is the former ex-Rams defensive coach, and the Rams finished number 1 last year in defense. So he's coming to the Chargers, and that defense is playing fast, and they're playing electric. So no pun intended, Curtis Samuel is definitely a fade for this week's matchup. So this wraps up another great episode for the NFT drafters. Make sure you guys check out the website. Link in the bio. A new way to play fantasy. This we're in DFS format. So please go ahead and hit that link in the bio, and I'll see you guys next week for another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ.